And I've been representing a gentleman in this case. And this case really serves as notice for all gun owners in Pennsylvania. Or really anywhere in this country, for that matter. The hostility towards gun owners in this political climate. The attitude. Well, it's much different than it was years ago. And what it comes down to is if you're a law-abiding gun owner, particularly if you're someone who has a license to carry and carries a firearm to protect yourself and your loved ones, you are susceptible to all kinds of false attacks. And these cases are all over the place. You know, when Evan Nappen came on this program to talk about New Jersey's new red flag laws, he said it's like legalized swatting. Now, this swatting thing happens all the time. Suppose someone really wants to jam someone up. They call the police and they say, hey, there's a guy over here. This is what he looks like. This is what he's wearing. Maybe this is what car he drives. He just pointed a gun at me. And if the police find that person, and that person happens to be carrying a firearm, well, then their life just changed forever. Doesn't matter if there's no video footage of this thing that allegedly happened. Doesn't matter if there are no other witnesses claiming that this thing even happened. They have someone's word. You have a gun, so you're getting charged. Then you have to go to court and trust that a jury will make the right decision. And if the person doesn't have a gun after all, well, there's no justice for the maggot who made that phony call. They just say, oh, well, you know, I thought it was a gun. Or, oh, he must have gotten rid of it. Come on, folks. We saw what happened with Jussie Smollett, didn't we? I mean, this guy's caught red-handed, claiming to be mugged by two African-American men yelling racial slurs, pouring bleach on him, tying a noose around his neck, yelling, this is MAGA country. All on the coldest night of the year in Chicago, might I add. People aren't exactly strolling around at that point. And then they find out this guy actually paid the fake muggers with a personal check. I mean, they might as well have found video footage of the dress rehearsal for this entire thing. But no justice for Jussie. He skated. So it shouldn't surprise you that these people make these false accusations and ultimately get away with it. You know, I had a guy recently come over to me. Guy's a lifelong Democrat. But turns out he's realized how many Democrats have it wrong when it comes to our Second Amendment. And this guy decided, hey, you know, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I want to have an option to protect myself. So he started carrying. And he said to me, Mike, I've always been a pretty peaceful guy. But when I decided to start carrying, I realized how much of a responsibility that it is. He said, I drive the speed limit, and if someone on the road gives me the middle finger, if they honk, they curse me out on the road, well, I just ignore them. And I think this guy has it right. You know, why expose yourself as a gun owner to an unnecessary risk? We carry in the first place to protect ourselves from life-threatening dangers. We carry to counteract the risk of life-threatening dangers, so don't expose yourself. For those of us just tuning in, you're listening to Mike G in the Morning with The Law Matters on 1180 AM, only on Fox News Radio, WFYL.